Hi, thanks for tuning into my lesson for week 4. My name is Russ Cohn, and a little about drum compression. This is new to me, so bear with me as hopefully the way I'm approaching it might be useful for you, and if not, maybe you can make some positive suggestions for me on the comments if you're one of my reviewers. What I have here is a simple Logic 9 set of tracks. I've got a couple of drum tracks which were recorded in a not ideal setting. I just set up 2 overhead mics over an entire kit and had someone play some stuff. Um, I'll let you listen to it briefly without any processing. And we'll hear more of it as we go on. And so I put these on solo, and I have the simple voiceover track just enabled to record me right now. And to show you the signal flow here, here are the 2 drum tracks. This bus 20 is not relevant for today's demo, it just goes to headphones. But what I do is I have a submix on bus 10 over here, and you can see bus 10, I've set up the things we're going to look at. So again, hear it without anything. And the first thing I did was I decided, since I don't have a sophisticated plugin like Professor Landon, I decided I'd use Blue Cat's free plugin here to take a look at the signal before and after I do whatever I'm doing to it. I know this isn't ideal, but at least you can kind of see basically what's going on. And I also added a multimeter to give me a sort of an idea of just what the end result is after I do whatever I'm going to do. And I played around with the 2 plugins. Let me stop it so I have to listen to it the whole time. The first is the default plugin from Apple that comes with Logic, and this one's relatively straightforward. It's not ideal because it doesn't contain the waveforms or anything in it, but you can see it's got its attack and its release, the ratio, and the knee, and you can slider type in these things, and it does at least provide a nice graphical display that lets you kind of see what's going on. So start with a low gain, you can sort of adjust it. Here's where you play with the threshold, and it has a built-in limiter which you can enable or disable if you want to have it be a hard limit while you're working. It does have an auto gain capability, which we're advised I'm not using, and it also gives you the option of using either peak or RMS values to determine where the compression would be. So if we turn this back on, so here's, well, we're on bypass, I guess I should enable it. Here we go. So with very low threshold, it's, compressing almost everything. Turn the gain up. It's not terribly good. I mean, the sound itself isn't really that hot. The bass, there's no mic on the bass, so that doesn't come through. And that's really kind of what I'm looking for. So if we tighten it up, maybe around here, I kind of like these relatively short attack and releases here. Let's do some before and after. That's without anything. And that's with the compression and gain. And if you look at the before and after graphs here, it's a little bit tricky, but you can see that the sort of the bottom of it here is, a little bit higher. The bass is definitely coming through more than it was before, and it just seems to be a little bit flatter than it used to be, and it certainly sounds better. So let me turn this back off. Turn that off for a second. Now let's take another. Here's another compressor, which is the TDR feedback compressor, and I'll have links to this on my web page. And this one's actually pretty cool. This one comes with a lot of really nice factory presets for a variety of functions I found. I started with this, I like this sort of controlled one that I fiddled with a little bit. Let's just give it a listen just before and after, and then I'll walk you through some of the features on this one. the back on. That's with that. I can increase the gain a bit. And also you can play with the wet mix dry blend. Dry mix. Create some more presence to it. So here you can see there's a threshold that lets you determine how soft the knee is. I really have not yet looked into what peak press does. I assume it has to do with softening the peaks at the top. I did enable this peak ratio, which allows it to adjust the slope, as you can see over here. And keep it, make it really short here. Sounding pretty good, I think, to me. At least considering that the source material wasn't that good. Again, without and with. So we were able to pick up about 12 decibels. We were able to bring out the bass, get a much crisper sound, and something that was completely muddled and fairly useless is now, marginally more useful. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my lesson. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope that you find that compression and dynamic processing works in your mix. Take care.